Hey everybody, Anime Boy Ian Power here, and welcome back to Mother! Last time, we made our climb back up to Mounty Toy. Though, not exactly as lucky as we were before. But now, we made a new friend in the form of the robot Eve, who was created to protect us. Oh, and apparently PK Freeze Omega hits all enemies. Neat! As for Eve... oh yeah, she's a powerhouse. That was, 979 damage. She is that strong. Yeah, the thing with Eve... every one of her stats is at its maximum. If it's a stat that caps off at 255, it will be 255. And if it caps at 999, well, it will be 999. And her HP's already maxed out, so... yeah. Tons of damage. Eve's basically our guardian angel at this point. Yeah, Eve's basically our guardian angel. We don't really need to... whoa, that was 1,000 damage! Oh. We really don't need to do anything... we could just leave the fighting to her. And just continue our climb up the mountain as we always do. And we could just let her do all the fighting. Oh. Okay, even Eve can be hit by PK Fire. I wonder if he... anyway, we need to keep climbing onward. We're at the peak. We're nearing the peak. And on the bright side, though Eve can take damage from powers like PK Fire, she can never faint. She can never fall in this area. So, feel free to grind if you want to. Well, this is probably the best way to grind EXP, and this is probably the best place to grind EXP. And since we're at the peak, we're now encountering Megaborgs again. We're nearing the peak. It means we're encountering Megaborgs again. Great and awesome. You might want to keep on top of your healing, and just to make sure you... anyway, yeah. But make sure you are on top of your healing. Make sure you're on top of at least you are on top of your healing. And so you really don't have to worry about... I feel like I'm going the wrong... I can't tell which way I'm going. But these areas, the enemies here are tough, too. We're going to encounter a lot of new enemies. Like this one! This is... Wanna, the third and strongest of the red-hot gynoids. 300 HP, 200 psychic points, 200 offense, 250 defense, and 120 speed. Named after the translation team's licensing department's director, Wanna's power is not to be trifled with. Wanna's power is not to be trifled with. As her darling smile can boost defenses, and she's dead. And when it comes to psychic power, but then again, nevertheless, when it comes to psychic power, Wanna is armed to the teeth. She can use the beta and gamma levels of PK Fire and Thunder, as well as the dreaded PK Beam Gamma. There's something I'll note when we find another one. If we find another one. Oh! And we got some more new enemies! You heard of the Megaborg? Well, one of these is the green one is a Gigaborg. More powerful than your average Megaborg. 180 HP, 80 psychic points, 100 offense, 180 defense, and 60 speed. Their armor is tough and lets them resist any elemental PK attacks you throw at it. Be very careful when dealing with this thing, because it can fire its laser! And that's about it. All it can do is attack with PK Beam in variations from Alpha to Gamma. Regardless, you have to watch out for PK Beam Gamma, especially if you're not holding a Franklin badge. They give 90-80 XP. Dad deposits 143 damage. Deposits 143 damage? No, deposits $143. Oh. They also have a 1 in 16 chance of dropping the laser beam, like the Scrapper. And in the Famicom version, the Scrappers and Gigaborgs are the only way you could get them. As for this one, this is the Omega Borg, named for the very last letter of the Greek alphabet. Fitting that this enemy would be found in the very last area of the game, the last and strongest of the Borgs, and it's dead. Hurts. And in my notes, the Omega Borg was the very last normal enemy I wrote about. I wrote a bio for. Nevertheless, the Omega Borg had 230 HP, 150 psychic points, 150 offense, 200 defense, and 100 speed. With strong armor that lets it withstand elemental psychic power, and a slew of PSI attacks, such as the beta levels of Fire and Beam, the PK Beam Gamma, the Omega level of Freeze, and the strongest level of PK Thunder, which, as we've established in this game, is PK Thunder Gamma. The only thing they give 180 EXP and Dad deposits $205. Now, with the Omega Borg, on the topic of Omega, there's something to note. There are no enemies in this game that can ever use PK Fire Omega. And there's a good reason for it. PK Fire Omega, as was established with the use of the Super Bomb, is one-hit kill on every opponent faced. Oh, konnichiwa, Omega Borg-san. Sayonara, Omega Borg-san. Oh. Anyways, yeah, there should be another Wanna, and if there is, yes! The Wanna! And a new enemy, the Super Energy. Uh-oh. Should probably set up my defensive moves, just in case Eve decides to attack the Super Energy robot first. Called Super Energy by its friends, it bears a lot of similarities to the nuclear reactor robots that come later. 120 HP, 50 offense, 120 defense, and 35 speed. Like the energy robots, they can restore an ally's robot's fuel supply, fully healing them. Also like that, you must take them out last, as they will explode on defeat. Now, the thing about Wanna is... if I can find the page... Ah, yes. The thing about Wanna and its sisters, there's Kelly and Nancy, is that their sprites were changed in the localization to remove little indents of shadow on their chests by the localization team's head, Phil Sandhop. And he is cited as saying, I'll claim that one. While I personally have nothing against nipples, they are robots and carry no function other than to suggest femaleness. Smoothing down the old sheet metal sounded like it would be easier and look better than having them wear a top. Also worth noting, Wanna has a 1 in 16 chance of dropping the PSI stone. And fortunately, Eve was smart enough to take out the super energy robot last. A relief if there ever was one. And now that we're, I think, getting properly shielded. Oh, even Eve is shielded. That's nice. And it healed itself. Okay, everyone, brace for impact! Yeah. Another Gigaborg. Another Gigaborg dead. Now the thing about grinding with Eve is that you don't want it's good to you. It's good for getting Anna up to the highest level, to the levels where she can get her strongest psychic powers. Unfortunately, you have limited range of where to go when it comes to this. Because if you pass by a certain point, or try to return to the healer's house where the R7038 was fought. Okay, I did not see that coming. Regardless, something bad will happen if you try to go back to that healer's house. So I'd advise against it. Oh, and this! It's a good thing we ran into this so soon. Now. That is known as the Last Starman. Not to be confused with the future version's Final Starman. And I know the page is here. But yeah, Last Starman. Not to be confused with Final Starman. The glittering in a gold hue is the strongest form of the Starman. 120 HP, 100 psychic points, 90 offense, 140 defense, and 60 speed. These can do everything the past Starmen could, except for PKB Alpha, but at least you know what to expect. They give 330 EXP, Dad deposits 389, and they have a 1 in 16 chance of dropping the PSI stone. So let's have Anna make some of that. Make some of those psychic points back, and I hope that wasn't the one I picked to try and avoid getting. Okay, beta. Yeah. Saw that coming. That one, red A1A is guarding. And boy, do I have a lot to talk about this episode. Boom! Yeah, C's gone. It was guarding, too! It was guarding! Anyways, let's just, yeah, focus on healing, grinding, and another dead Starman. We were all guarding. So let's... Anyway, I will meet you at the highest point we can reach of Mountie Toy. And here we have a new enemy! You remember the bombers back at Duncan's factory? These are a little more powerful than that. These are the Star Miners. They should... The Star Miner! Every bit as clumsy as the bomber. 200 HP, 140 offense, 200 defense, and 100 speed. They do everything that the bombers can do, so you know what to expect. Basic attacks, tripping, falling, throwing bombs. They give 290 XP, Dad deposits 138, and they have a 1 in 16 chance of dropping the Super Bomb item for Lloyd to use. In the Famicom version, this was the only way to get the Super Bomb. So that's something to keep in mind. And good for Anna. And doesn't seem to be any new psychic powers. Where am I going? Okay, just keep following. I think I'm going the wrong way. Hard to tell sometimes. But okay, I'm not going the wrong way. Well, because there is an item somewhere around here. A very useful item. Though it might not see all that much. Might not see that much use because of how close to the end we are. And that item is the Sea Pendant. Now, what the Sea Pendant does, it'll basically protect you, have the damage from every elemental PSI attack that you can, except for Beam. However, this is the only one of its kind in the game. Anyway, back to it. Back to grinding. Anyway, see? Told you there'd be a chance you get a Super Bomb. And I just give this to Lloyd, because I think he's the only one who can handle these things. And this, I believe, is as far as you go. You can go. This pass, I believe, is as far as you can go. For if you cross through it... Yep! I knew it! This happens! The R7038XX. It's bigger, it's better, and it has had enough. 1000 HP, 900 offense, 1000 defense, 60 fight, 100 force, 60 speed, 100 strength, and 60 wisdom. With the R7037 in the desert. With the tank was child's play. R7038 almost put you in your grave if it weren't for Lloyd swooping in with the tank. But now this Titanium Titan wants its ultimate revenge. We might not be able to do much to it. But Eve will protect us. Eve will protect us. As best as she can, anyhow. Oh, 3 damage! Let's fight to our best to support let's do our best to support Eve. Our psychic powers may not work as we'd expect, but we'll do everything we can to help Eve, as she's done for us. I am still like, okay, yeah, like that tracks. Psychic. Oh, Lloyd did 2 damage. That's still neat. Nevertheless, like, I wasn't expecting Eve to dodge 2 attacks in a row like that. Kind of like with the R7038 fight, I wasn't expecting any of the heroes to dodge. But Eve's not looking too good. We were barely able to put a dent in it. Eve's doing the most damage out of us. Eve! At least the R7038XX is gone. In the brief time we knew you, Eve, you were our greatest supporter. Thank you, and may you rest in peace. Robot Eve was demolished and moved no more. Tim, remember the tune. Thank you, Eve, for everything. Next time on Mother, we honor Eve's sacrifice and finish the climb! Matane!